What the hell is up, you fucking cunts? Holy fuck! I think I am actually a little bit excited to record episode 35. Oh, I remember this feeling. It is so awesome to actually enjoy the things that you do. Let's back it up for a second, though. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. This is episode 35 of Resident Bummer. Fuck yes! Fulcrum is very clearly back. Deal with it, I suppose. Never forget, this is actually the 36th episode released. Also, apologies for any volume issues that have probably already arisen. I am alone in a building right now, by myself. Well, that's what alone means, you fucking idiot. Health check is probably like a 9. I'm feeling pretty fucking healthy right now. Clothing check. I have on, wouldn't you know it, I have on that fucking red Minnesota shirt again. You'd think it was like one of my favorite shirts. It is. And then I also have some blue, like, mesh golf shorts on. I don't know what you would call them. They're nice. Very nice pair of shorts, and I love them a lot. Moving on to the motivation check. Motivation check right now for this episode is, honestly, I think it's right up there with the health. Shit. Okay, never mind. We've lost all motivation. Fuck. No, let me try that one again. Motivation check. I would say I'm around like a 9 out of 10. Oh my gosh, please don't tell me that the dog is going to start whining now. Okay, I spent so much time down here waiting for the dogs to... I don't want them to be whining over this audio, but it's gonna happen probably, so just, if you hear a dog whining in the background, very sorry. Fucking, again, deal with it. I'm not telling... what the fuck? What the... Grammarly, I don't fucking care if you were updated. I'm trying to look at my fucking outline, okay, for this intro, which is going terribly so far. Yeah, motivation check, 9 out of 10. I suppose all that leaves us with now is the journal content. So, we'll hop right into it. On Friday, September 19th, our first entry is Set 35, Day 1. At 3:45 p.m., I wake up, I shit, I shower, I brush, then I hop right back into bed and swipe around on my phone for a little bit. I convince myself that Brooklyn 99 is funny enough to keep watching, and I do throw on a few episodes before I head into work. Oh my gosh, that dog... Nala, can you be quiet? Nala, I need you to be quiet for like the next 30 minutes, please. I don't need all the whining. It's a bit annoying, and to be fair, you're not my favorite dog, so let's take a chill pill with all the whining, please. Do you hear me, Nala? No whining! No whining, please! Okay. Yeah, she's got a loud whine. Comes through my headphones. I should probably keep an ear cup off just in case. Some of those whines are a little bit quieter. Brooklyn 99 is pretty funny. Honestly, it gets funnier the longer you watch it. 11:25 p.m. is the next entry here. I change and I drive into work. I say hello to Benjamin and Anna when I clock in. A few minutes later, Richard shows up to the store and I say hi to him as well. And then I start cooking. At 11:35 p.m., work is not great until Hugo or Hurley shows up. Doesn't get better when he arrives, though. I eventually clock off and drive home. I get a call from the repair shop that is repairing my car about 20 minutes before they close for the weekend. They tell me that my car is ready to be picked up. Fuck my life, they are closed on the weekends, as I previously mentioned, so I have to wait for the entire weekend to get my car back. When I get home, I decide to just start watching some Brooklyn 99 and sit in the voice channel. Eventually, Jack and Chud, they join in and start talking to me. A few minutes after they join, I text and ask Britta if she wants to play some Halo. She says that she is out for the night, but I can join her at the bar that she is going to if I feel so inclined. I do tell her that I'm talking with some friends at the moment, but if they leave, I should be free to head out. I talk with Jack and Chud for a little while longer, And I think Jack leaves before I start drinking alcohol, but Jack was drinking throughout the duration of our conversation with one another. I don't believe Chud was drinking at all. But once Jack leaves, for some reason, then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to start drinking. Excuse me for the coughs. That was unfortunate timing. Well, I guess the timing was fairly... Damn it! God fucking damn it! I hate it when I've got a sentence and there's the one word that I can't figure out, man. The timing was not... I don't care. I'm going on to the next entry. I can't be fucking thinking about this for any longer. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. They both... Chud eventually leaves the voice channel as well, and by that point, I'm too drunk to drive, so I text Britta, and I let her know that, unfortunately, I am grounded for the night. Apparently, I forgot to journal it while I was at work, but I cried a lot while I was at work this Friday. I also cried a lot at work today, but we'll get into that. Don't worry. Yeah. Most of these entries at this point for the Friday's journaling was a lot of it was from memory, so it's kind of spotty. I do remember that I watched Dark Star, a movie called Dark Star, after both of them leave the voice channel. Bernie, if you know Bernie Burns of RT fame, Rooster Teeth fame, of course, he has credited the movie Dark Star as being a huge source of inspiration for his creation of Red vs. Blue. I don't know, is Red vs. Blue technically a sitcom? But it's got like some drama too at points. They definitely start incorporating that. Maybe like, it's been way too long since I've seen Red vs. Blue, but I would guess a lot of the deeper like plot points and characters and drama, I think that pops up after like season 3 and 4. I think the first few seasons are pretty comical and not really super in-depth, but honestly, I think that's part of the beauty behind RVB, is that it's a lot of different things for a lot of different people. And like, I'm pretty sure on the oh god, I just fucking flubbed that. Let me get another go. I'm pretty sure on the RT podcast, well, fuck, now I can't even remember what point I was making. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, now I remember. Bernie mentioned that there was like just a fucking ridiculous amount of people who commented in or like took a survey and responded to say that they watched Red vs. Blue while folding clothes or doing like miscellaneous chores around the house or in their room, I suppose. But yeah, a lot of great things to be said about the series Red vs. Blue. Dark Star, definitely a really weird movie. Pretty solid for how low budget it is. I would give it like a 7.5. I don't think that I would give it another watch, but I will say I'm glad I watched it. There you go. After that, I keep watching Brooklyn 99. It has been a while since I mentioned him, but I do send some DMs to John. If you remember John, I mentioned him a lot I'm sure in the first few podcast episodes, I brought John's name up, which, of course, his name is not actually John. That's just my anonymous fill-in for his name. Yeah, John, I talk about him. He's got, like, this girl that's in the Navy, and they're trying to figure out, they both really like each other, but they're not able to, like, I think she's on a ship for, like, 2 years right now, so that should be fun for her to deal with. But John, I've been just sending a DM out to him, like, every week, just being like, hey, how you two doing? Any news? Any updates? What's the word, John? Very cool guy. I love John. John is awesome. I cannot say enough good things about John. Very, very awesome guy. He does inspire me to load up some Gears Reloaded and try and put a post out to find a co-op partner. And this one hits close to home, you guys. This one's tugging on the old heartstrings, because if you want some lore, how I originally encountered John was we were both playing Dark Souls 2, and I put a post out on the Xbox network, and I'm sure my post said something along the lines of, like, I need all of the souls that you can give me. I need to level up as much as possible so I can beat this game and finish it to 100%. And he responded to my post, and he was like, hey, I'll help you out, man. And I was like, fuck yeah. Weird thing I did, though, when I first met John, is a bit of a tangent. When I invited him to my Xbox Live party, I did message him and I told him, hey, I don't have a microphone, but I can listen to you talk. So if you have anything that you want to say to me, or if you have any tips or tricks or blah, 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 information that you want to speak to me over the microphone, it'll be easier than you texting it to me. So just say it into the voice chat and I'll be able to hear you. I won't be able to respond with my voice, but I can respond with a text. That was not true, by the way. I absolutely could have gotten onto my mic and talked to him as soon as I met him, but I'm pretty sure my reasoning at the time was just in case he's just like a super weird fucking freak of nature that is like extremely autistic and just like picks his own ass every 5 seconds. I don't want to start building that bridge by, talking to him with my voice. So I'll just keep it on the down low for the first time that we interact with one another. I'm sure I lied to him and I was like, oh, I got a mic coming in the mail in a week. My old one broke, or some shit like that. None of that's true. I pretty much always have a microphone that's operational and connected to my Xbox. It just depends on if I want to use it or not, honestly. A lot of the times I don't. And that is the end of our entries for Friday, September 19th. I have a feeling this is going to be a long fucking episode because we're already 13 minutes in, and son of a bitch, we're only past one fucking day of entries. So nothing in my body is telling me to speed up, though, so I'm just gonna keep fucking tugging. I don't know, that sounds a little dirty, but you get the gist. You know what I'm talking about. Moving on to set 35, day 2. This is Saturday, September 26th. Not 26th. What the fuck am I talking about? Saturday, September 20th. Good God, dude. This is set 35. Day 2, I already said that, but thanks for reiterating. 11:55 p.m., I wake up, shit, shave, shower, brush, and hop back into bed to look at my phone. And watch some Brooklyn 99, of fucking course. Then I get up and eat a steak sandwich that my father made for me. While I am watching a little bit more of Brooklyn 99, I'm eating that steak sandwich as I'm watching, is what I meant to say. I don't know why I said it like a fucking idiot, but what's new? At some point, the website that I use to watch Brooklyn 99 just fucking craps out on me. It's like stops working. It's like, this website ain't connecting to the host server too well right now. Try back in another fucking minute or two. And I'm like, all right, well, great. I don't get to watch my fucking show while I'm eating this steak sandwich. It does happen every once in a while. This is not a new phenomenon. For some reason, I don't think I've journaled it yet. Or maybe I have. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. So I decided to hop onto YouTube and watch a little bit of a YouTuber known as Any Austin. I'm sure that he's a decent... I actually don't have his subscriber count or like view counts memorized, so I don't know how much traffic he gets on a typical video or upload, but however many it is, he should get more because he makes good content. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like a fun dude to sit down and watch. I also text with Britta in the morning to ask her if she is still able to see a comedian with me and my sister. She says yes, which is nice. She asks if she can come over early and watch some TV. I say sure, why not? Once you get to my place, my parents clear out, which is very nice. We watch a few episodes in the living room on the TV until we finish almost... Wait, what the fuck? Okay, I fucked up typing this part in my journal. I'm going to read to you real quick verbatim what I have written down in my journal. Okay, so this is what it says in my journal starting now. Until we almost finish, the one with the final exam in Spanish. Good episode. So what I'm talking about there is the community episode where they take the Spanish final. That's well, like I said, it's a good episode. But if you haven't seen any of the other episodes, I would probably start at the beginning of season 1. It just makes more sense. Moving on, my sister arrives to my location, mine and Britta's location, and we get into my sister's car. And then we drive over to the comedy place venue. I do order a beer once we find our table, and we watch the 2 openers before the main guy that we came to watch takes the stage. Now this main comedian, he looks eerily similar to me, like his hair. And not really his facial structure, but definitely like his hair and his facial hair. You can see similarities between me and him, which is basically the entire reason that my sister bought the tickets in the first place. Excuse me. He is a really, really good comedian, especially for being like, I don't think he's super duper, I don't know how to say this without being offensive, but I don't think he's been in like the comedian game for a long time. No, I don't think he's been doing like stand-up shows for nothing over like 5 years. He's been like sub 5 years is what I would guess. And he's really good. He's very impressive. Certainly much better than I would be in front of an open mic. Once he... oh, shit. I guess I'm talking to a mic right now. Uh-oh. Yikes. Once this comedian individual finishes his set, I do grab a picture with him, and then we take off. My sister and I and Britta and my sister's husband take off from the venue. I get home, and Britta has to take off immediately. I walk her out to her car, and I do smooch her when she takes off. I do really have to say something the next time that I hang out with her. She says she wants to hang out again as she's leaving, so I'm still fairly certain that we can plan something out and continue to be friends, I hope. I very much hope so. But yeah, once she takes off, I get back into the house and start watching some more Brooklyn 99, and I eat some chicken tenders, some chicken nuggets, and some lemonade. Well, I don't eat the lemonade, I drink the lemonade, but you know what I'm talking about. Eventually, Desmond and Michael ask if I want to play some Ultimate Chicken Horse. Fuck yeah! Oh man, it's been too long since I have caught a game with Desmond and Michael. It was very fun. We played for about an hour or so before Desmond has to get to bed. He works very early in the morning, so he has to go to bed very early at night. Little pussy boy, pussy baby. He's a pussy, little pussy boy. Oh, little pussy, pussy baby. Has to go to bed early and get tucked in by his mommy. Okay, I'm done with that. Go to bed after chilling in the voice channel for a little bit longer, and I am watching Brooklyn 99. Well, while that's happening. Good lord, I almost choked on my fucking tongue. Okay, and that is the end of entries for that day, Saturday, September 20th, which means we are moving on to Sunday, September 21st. This is set 35, day 3. At 1:05 p.m., I wake up, I shit, I shower, I brush, and I hop back into bed for some more Brooklyn 99. I wake up really early, too, much earlier than I usually do, by an hour or two. I swipe around my phone for a while before I turn my Xbox on, and eventually I get changed and drive into work, clock on and say hi to Benjamin. He is pissed that Bernard called in sick for work today, bitches to me a whole lot about it, so that's how I know he's pissed. Great, I love hearing the bitching, it's so much fun. I can't even listen to my fucking shit. I swear to God, if that dog keeps barking, I'm gonna get angry. I don't want the dogs to make noise. I'm trying to record this is a fucking professional podcast, god damn it. God fucking damn it, they're fucking barking still. Fuck. I may need to go up there and give them a piece of my mind. That's not true. That's not true. I'm not gonna hurt them. Okay, Benjamin fucking pisses me off, bitching the whole time. I can't listen to my shit in the kitchen without him interrupting me like every 5 fucking minutes, which is fantastic. At 3 p.m., I forgive him. Oh my goodness, you guys, I forgive him, and I forgive him for a very, very, very good reason. Benjamin, oh wait. Yeah, no, okay. I'm sorry, I got Benjamin and Bernard swapped around there. Benjamin lets me know on this day, oh my gosh, he lets me know that Mariella is in the store, and she's like walking around and buying stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Mariella's here? And if you don't remember Mariella, it's that redhead that comes into my store every so often, and I never quite get the chance to speak with. But anyway, oh god damn it, quit hitting the fucking pop filter. Oh, Fulcrum. Oh, you're fucking ruining it. But yeah, not only does Benjamin tell me, oh my gosh, those dogs are gonna keep fucking barking throughout the whole episode, aren't they? Holy shit. Oh my god, no. No. This is unacceptable. I can't have this happening. I need him to stop. I don't want to get up and stop recording. Please don't make me. I need you to stop barking, dude. Oh god. Oh my god, he's not gonna stop, is he? Oh god, why would you take 23 minutes to start barking continuously? You fucking piece of shit. Oh no. God damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna try and fucking plow through this episode then, I guess. Yeah. Not only does Benjamin tell me that the Mariella is in the store, Hugo or Hurley also tells me. I do catch her when she gets back into her car in the parking lot as I'm throwing away some trash. I do ask for her number. She says that she is taken, which is totally fine by me. I can start looking around for other people who might be interested in me. I don't know why I put such a long pause there between in and me. I am actually, getting rejected is never like, I'm never sitting there like, oh fuck, I got rejected, god damn it. Oh fuck. Oh, it fucking sucks. Because it's just like ripping a Band-Aid off. It's like, okay, it's over with. And, well, not even really, because ripping a Band-Aid off is like, there's an unpleasant connotation there with that. There was nothing really unpleasant about, God fucking damn it. I'm talking about Mariella, and this dude won't stop fucking barking. Oh shit, I think I'm gonna have to go shut him up or something. Fuck. I really hope that he stops barking. It seems like maybe, okay. Yeah, I'm glad I can feel, oh my god, he's barking. I'm glad I can feel good after getting let down. Oh fuck, the dog won't stop barking, dude. I think I need to go fucking kill that dog. No, I'm joking. So I don't want to hurt the dog, but I also want him to shut the fuck up. Rooney, shut the fuck up. Bear, I want you to shut the fuck up, but you're deaf, so you can't hear me telling you to shut the fuck up. So I have to fucking pause the episode and go up there and be like, shut the fuck up to his face. But I don't want to do that because I'm in the middle of a fucking episode. Back to the journal content. I'm glad I can feel good after getting let down. I actually haven't asked anybody out in person since my birthday, I believe. Back in February, however you want to pronounce it. There's a weird R in there. I know that the R is placed weird. It shouldn't be there, but whatever. Head back inside to the store, and Hugo, or Hurley, tells me that I have bigger balls than anyone else in the store. That's not really true, but I can definitely, ask someone out when I need to, or when I want to, I guess. I don't really need to do that, which is good. I just need the opportunity, I need, a pretty girl standing in front of me, and, I just need to get a good look. Because it's a really shitty thing to admit, but I think I am. I think I'm pretty confident that this is how my brain works. I am super, super duper, into looks. I think maybe even more so than personality. Which is kind of, fucking pretty shallow, I guess. But it's I don't know, it's my brain, and that's the way that it responds to external stimulus. So, I can try and change my behavior, I suppose, or my internal, feelings, monologue, internal, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, and you know that I don't want to keep talking about it. So I'm going to move on to the next set of entries, or the next entry, I guess. 5:45 p.m., I get home, I shit, I start shaving, the razor dies while I'm shaving. Fucking goddamn it, dude. I wait for my razor to recharge as I poop again, or shit again, I guess. It sounds more in line. And I listen to the RT podcast while pooping and shaving. And then I get into the shower off, put on some Brooklyn 99 as I get ready for a date at a park near my house. Oh boy. Also, this girl plays Fortnite. We're going to call this lady Bella. I do ask if Bella wants me to bring the dogs to the park, and I wait for her reply. At 10:40 p.m., I am watching Brooklyn 99 the whole entire night while waiting for Bella's text. It never comes through. Also, it is the 21st night of September. Send a snap. Oh, I send a snap, excuse me. I send a snap that gets saved in chat, in the group chat by Desmond. Oh my god, you know when you send a snap and it gets saved into the chat, that's how you know you hit, folks. That's how you know you're fucking killing it. Keep it up. Alright, Oh, the snap is about the 21st night of September. There's also just a fucking shit ton of stickers and animated little fucking piles of garbage that I slap onto the Snapchat, and I just send that off, and it gets saved in chat again. I'm so hyped, I have to mention it again. Also, speaking of the 21st night of September, excuse me, I feel like there's plenty of dates throughout this year that I did not mention. Just dates where things happened. Leif Erikson Day? When does that? That's in isn't that in March? I don't know. Shrove Tuesday. I believe I mentioned that on an earlier episode, but I want to celebrate Shrove Tuesday. I don't want to just exist on Shrove Tuesday. I want to make some fucking pancakes, and I want to fucking get some syrup, and I want to fucking douse those bitches in celebration of our Lord's Shrove Tuesday. Okay? So, I'm sorry, your Lord's. I'm agnostic, so, shit. I think I just said something bad because, without getting too deep into it, I'm agnostic, but I feel like I have a few biases here and there towards Catholicism and Christianity, just because it's how I was raised. I was born into a Roman Catholic household, and we pretty much went to church every Sunday. And on top of that, I went to religious education every Wednesday. So I got chock full of the church info. I don't really remember like any of it now. Probably not a great sign. I'm sure that there's plenty of, well, I mean, yeah, I am sure, but when I say I'm sure of something, it kind of makes it sound like, well, there's a small chance that I could be wrong. No, I'm 100% positive that I would be much better off if I was, I don't know, if I had at least kept more of the themes and messages and greater meanings, I guess, that came from we didn't really like read through the Bible, but I mean kind of did in mass. They'll read off like scriptures and passages from the Bible, and they also did that in religious education every Wednesday night. But you're not sitting down and like reading 3 chapters out of the Bible and you're like, okay, class, what did we learn in this chapter of the Bible? I know they're not chapters. I know it's like fucking the books of the Bible. There's different books that it's separated into. I don't know. I feel like I'm about to start saying a lot of shit that I can't take back. So I'm just going to move on to the next point here, which is actually to say that Sunday, September 21st's entries are done. That's all of the entries for Sunday, September 21st. We are going to be moving on now to Monday, September 22nd. This is set 35, day 4. At 2:45 p.m., I wake up, shit, shower, brush. Then I change to drop off my rental car. I ask my mother if she's ready to help me drop my rental off and pick up my repaired car. I do write the check that I need for the auto shop, and I take off for the rental place. We arrive, and I return my car. And then I get into my mother's car, and we head over to the repair shop to pick up my car. I give them the check, and I drive off in my car. Finally, I'm not going to lie, the rental I almost called it a Volks. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of how it's pronounced, isn't it? I almost, promise me. I promise. God damn, I'm fucking losing it. Okay, here. I promise you, I was going to say Volkswagen incorrectly, but that is neither here nor there at this moment in time. The Volkswagen was kind of a piece of shit that I did not like driving. I get home and I change for work after watching a few episodes of Brooklyn 99, and then eventually I drive into work. I clock on and I say hi to Anna and Ben. Thankfully, Anna takes off early, and it's me and Ben. Then Hugo or Hurley clocks on. Oh boy. HR asks to talk with him like 10 minutes into his shift. He takes off, and Ben gets a phone call a little while later that Hugo or Hurley has been fired. Oh my goodness. I cannot say that I'm surprised. Ben thinks that he's getting a break, but not after Hugo or Hurley gets fired. But surprisingly, flip-flops. He's like, at the beginning, he's like, oh yeah, I can get a break once Hugo gets in. And then Hugo leaves, and he's like, oh, I'm not getting a fucking break today, am I? And then, somehow, miraculously, we find time to squeeze his break in. So Benjamin goes home a happy boy. A happy, broken boy? What is the adjective? Oh God, my fucking brain is falling apart. Just keep going down the list, man. Keep going, Fulcrum. Jesus Christ. Question mark for this next entry. I clock off of work and I get home, and then I play some Mass Effect until 9-year-old. Oh boy. The 9-year-old asks me to play some hide and seek in Among Us. Among Us. Playing some Among Us. Oh yeah. Playing Among Us with 9-year-olds. That's how cool I am. I say okay. I get about 30 minutes later, she has volleyball practice. Oh my God, is the fucking dog barking again? No. We were doing so good, and the fucking dog starts barking again. I say goodbye to the 9-year-old, and I swap back to Mass Effect until I get so bored. Did I even mention that I started playing Mass Effect again? I I don't think there was a single fucking entry in here. Okay, so at some point throughout the week, I decided, hey, I need to replay through the Mass Effect games. So I guess I'll just do that for like the next shit. It's probably going to take me a fucking month to get through all 3 of those games. And then I'm probably going to try and mop up a few achievements that I missed in Mass Effect Andromeda. But I don't know for certain yet. But yeah, I'm going through Mass Effect, which is awesome. Fucking lovely set of games. Also, that fucking dog better stop fucking barking until I get really, 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 really bored on Mass Effect, which is odd because that doesn't happen so often. It doesn't usually happen when I'm playing Mass Effect. I do eat some ice cream sandwiches, I guess, to try and get me out of my boredom. Shake the boredom off of me. I don't know. And I do eat some South Carolina Cheeto fries. Oh man, those are pretty good. South Carolina barbecue. Excuse me. I do cry a lot throughout the late evening on the night of Monday, September 22nd. Not great. Still crying, but you know, it's humans do that sometimes, you know. I can't wait. Oh God, I can't wait to make some more friends. I still am definitely taking Britta for granted, and I haven't told her the stuff that I should have yet. I really need to let Britta know that I don't think that we will be dating. But I would absolutely love to stay in contact and, you know, not be a stranger. I feel like that's a bit too easy for me if I allow myself. So I just don't want that to be an option. I don't want to be a stranger at the end of the day. You know, I crawl into bed after scrolling at absolutely nothing on my phone. Some people call it doom scrolling, whatever. And I decide to jerk off before I go to bed on the night of Monday, September 22nd. That's cool. So I'm assuming I jizzed and then I went to bed. And then that brings us to, what is this, Tuesday, September 23rd? Yep. Set 35, day 5. Let's get right into it, folks. 9:55 a.m. I wake up, I shit, I shower, I brush. And then I hop back into bed and the voice channel for some Mass Effect. Oh boy, I also need to figure out who I'm going through at the mall on Tuesday, which is the day that I'm entering these entries. Currently, 3:15 p.m. I just play a shit ton of Mass Effect while listening to the RT podcast in the background, hanging out in the voice channel as well. When it's time, though, I do dress and head out to the mall. I do decide to go through the Architects, which is a heavy metal, heavy rock, I don't know, like more of like that kind of vibe, heavy metal type stuff. The first few albums are okay. I do not really mind, I don't find much off of those first few albums, but their Here and Now album, that was the first one where I was like, oh, okay, this is a pretty solid album. I'm finding quite a few songs from this album. I think like 5 or 6 I got from that one. Excuse me. I realize that I am done for the day, and I head back out to my car and head back home from the mall. Excuse me again. I give my dogs a walk when I get back, but the little bitches don't let me take the path that I want to. There's a pathway in my park that I've just like never walked down in my 20 some years of life. So, you know, I wanted to explore that one path that I've just never been down, and the dogs weren't having it. They were pulling me every other fucking direction but the one path that I wanted to go down. So I was like, okay, next time I'll go down that path. They are fucking bossy, just to let you know, if you want to know what it's like walking them. But eventually we do get home, me and the dogs. We get home after the walk, and I forgot to mention that I'm wearing a bracelet that I glued. It was a bracelet that my dad bought for me like a couple months ago, I want to say, and he gave it to me, and then for some reason it just started falling apart. I did nothing to it except put it on and take it off, and it just started like falling apart. So I took some super glue and super glued that cunt back up, and now it's on my left wrist right now. I forgot. I guess I could have mentioned that during the clothing check, but oh well. I also need to fix Britta's bracelet that she made me. It's an awesome little rubber band bracelet, and I like it a lot. Just in general, like bracelets and jewelry, I'm a big fan. I like that stuff. I guess I can go into a bit of a tangent on that side. The main reason that I like wearing jewelry or, bracelets or rings or chains or whatnot is really all it comes down to is I want to give people an excuse to come up and talk to me. It's not necessarily me trying to, although I will say when I put on my fucking bling, I think I look more attractive. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, you're fucking sexy, Fulcrum. All iced up, man. It's fun. It's fun to just, get dressed up. But it's not the main thing about me wanting to wear jewelry or whatever. It's not necessarily because I think it makes me look better. I think it does make me look better, but certainly more so, I just want to give the people around me an excuse to ask me stuff and force me to talk and get me out of my comfort zone. And I don't know, just to be intriguing enough, I suppose. I don't really know. I guess that has something to do with it as well. Yeah. But after that, I get home and play some more Mass Effect until I make some chicken tenders and watch Brooklyn 99 while eating them. After this, though, the 9-year-old hits me back up to ask me to play. I don't know why I had to pause on the word ask there, but I also don't know why I have to call myself out. I think that one was kind of normal, and I could have just, gone past it without calling it out. But whatever. I did it, and it's done, and now we're moving on. I do play with the 9-year-old for about an hour of gaming, and then she gets really into the game, and she's fucking bossing me around. Like every other time we play, she just gets super into it, man. She really loves those games. After we're done playing, I dip out, and I hop back onto Mass Effect until I decide to start drinking alcohol and make a pizza for me to eat. The pizza is very tasty, and Brooklyn 99 is funny while I'm eating it. Very cool. And then I play a bit more Mass Effect before I head to bed, of course. Sleep. That infinite demon we call sleep. I don't know. That was supposed to sound deep, but it just sounded stupid. Set 35, day 6, 4 p.m. I wake up, I shit, I shower, I brush, and I head back to my room to play some more Mass Effect. Yeah, man, I fucking forgot how addicting and time-killing Mass Effect is. God, I can't fucking wait to play 2, though. 2 is Mass Effect 1 is a good game. It's certainly a very good game, I will say that. Holy shit, night and fucking day when you look at Mass Effect 2. Holy fucking shit, man. Mass Effect 2, there are so many things in Mass Effect 2 where they looked at Mass Effect 1 and they were like, okay, so a lot of this shit in Mass Effect 1 is largely useless, and a lot of this other shit in Mass Effect 1 we could definitely tack more onto. So let's just figure out how we can start fleshing this shit out. And that's basically everything Mass Effect 2 is. It's the culmination of Mass Effect fucking gameplay. It's incredible. Very, very fantastic game. If you have not played Mass Effect and you don't want to grind through Mass Effect 1, 2 is a totally acceptable starting point. You can just hop right into 2 and honestly have no real issues getting into the game or into the story. Yeah, I highly recommend it, and that's that. Eventually, though, when it's time to change for work, I drive in. Well, I change for work first, obviously, and then I drive in. I clock on, and I say hello to Richard and Bernard. I get to work as Bernard takes off. Eventually, Benjamin does clock on for the day, and Richard talks to me about his Lies of P playthrough. Then I go on break. Also, I think I talked to Richard a little bit about Hugo or Hurley getting fired. So that's fun, talking to the manager about the person who just got fired. Spreading rumors. I don't know what that voice was. I'm going to go on to the next entry here. Question mark here. I eventually clock off without anything else interesting or fun happening the entire day of work. I get home, hop on some Mass Effect, and hop into the voice channel. Someone joins that I have not named yet. I have spoken to them before, though. We're going to call them Stewie. I say a few things to Stewie, and then after like 5-10 minutes of talking, it's like an hour or two of just dead silence. For me, he's coughing every once in a while, and he'll talk to his girlfriend every once in a while, and that'll pick up on the mic, or he'll like shift in his chair, and that'll pick up on the mic. But no, I'm just a fucking freak, and I have to mute my mic to make sure absolutely no unwanted sound is getting through to the fucking voice channel. Eventually, after an hour or so of just silence, us not talking to each other, I say, "Are you still there?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, hello. And also goodbye. I am gonna go and walk my dogs before it gets too dark." And then he is all like, "Okay, that sounds cool, man." And then I was like, "All right, I'm going to go do that. Bye." And so I left the voice channel at that point, and I proceeded to walk my dogs around the park. And I did get to go down that fucking path that I wanted to go down, and it's not very interesting. It just leads to a random neighborhood. And then we get back home. I get back home with the dogs after the walk. I hop onto Mass Effect and jump back into the voice channel. Play some Mass Effect a bunch for the rest of the night. It's so fucking addicting, man. I love it. I love how easy it is to get into. And I eventually call it a night and turn off my Xbox and then head to bed. Which brings us to set 35, day 7, Thursday, September 25th. It actually just hit midnight. So currently, this recording just went into 2 days. That's fucking badass, dude. That is so fucking badass. It's not. I don't know why I'm saying it is, but I gotta build hype somehow. Anyways, we should probably fucking get into this fucking journal, because this is a really long episode by now. So that's damn it. The first fucking thing I try and say, fucking tongue twisted. Unbelievable. Let's try that again. Set 35, day 7, at 3:30 p.m. I wake up, I shit, I shower, I brush, and I hop back into bed to play some Mass Effect. Somehow, I get onto an old friend's Xbox profile that I haven't played with in like 5 years. I see that he was playing Skyrim PC Edition. This gives me a light bulb, you guys. I realize that I still need to get the gamer score from Skyrim PC Edition. Holy crap, this is huge. I literally have I think it's 1500 gamer score, which is in the Skyrim Special Edition or whatever. There's 1550 gamer score maybe. There is some fucking Elder Scrolls gamer score that I can still claim. I am going to use, so this is a bit of a weird tangent, but a month or two ago, I ordered an Xbox MasterCard. It came in the mail, and then you could earn some rewards by purchasing things with that MasterCard. And one of those rewards that I earned was a Game Pass Ultimate code. So I think once I redeem that Game Pass Ultimate code, I am going to fucking play Skyrim and get some fucking Skyrim achievements again, dude. I gotta do it in a month. I gotta speedrun that shit. Oh my god, it's gonna be so much fucking fun, dude. I can't wait to play Skyrim again. Oh my god, I still have Skyrim to play. Oh, that's so awesome. And I'm going through fucking 3 Mass Effect games right now, which are also so fucking awesome. Oh my gosh. I love gaming, dude. I love being a gamer. Fuck yes. Let's be fucking gamers all the time, all day, every day, all fucking whatever, all week. Man, that was not a good fucking ending to that little fucking spurgasm. I don't know, man. I don't know. I need to fucking continue down my journal list or I'm going to lose my mind. So eventually I change for work and drive in, clock on and say hello to Anna, Richard, and Bernard. Then I get to work. Thankfully, Anna goes on her break like immediately, so I don't really have to deal with her a whole lot throughout my shift. I do message some randoms on Discord throughout my shift. I also hop on some dating apps and swipe around a little bit until I take my break. At 5:30 p.m., for some reason, I can't get Helen out of my fucking mind today at work. It really fucking sucked, and it still does. I'm not gonna lie. I can't imagine that she's spending any time of any of her days thinking about me. I hope not. Also, she's got a lot better things to focus on, I'm certain. I do cry quite a bit at work. Thankfully, Richard doesn't see me. It's really only a matter of time until he walks back into the kitchen and just sees, like, my face just fucking drenched with tears. Just, like, snot dripping out of my nose. Just a total fucking, like, pissy baby moment. Oh, God, it's gonna be bad. But, I mean, it's gonna happen at some point. If I don't fucking rein my shit in at some point. I'm just so sad. Like, so often I get so sad. I don't know. It sucks. It fucking sucks, man. I wish I had some kind of trick or like some kind of like, I don't know. I wish I had something to help me keep Helen off of my mind, because it's like, oh my gosh. I was doing so well for the past, like, month or two. I hadn't... like, for, like, a little bit here and there, I'll be like, oh, that kind of reminds me of Helen. And then I'll just keep going throughout my day. I wouldn't really let it affect me. I wouldn't be thinking about her for more than, like, 5 seconds out of the day. Just for, like, that one little instance of whatever reminded me of her. Yeah, I don't really have like a method for keeping her out of my mind. And I don't know, man. She's the kind of person where I will fucking go insane just trying to think of, like, what is even on her mind. I have no idea. Certainly not me, but damn, I would just love. Oh my God! If there's any, like, greater force out there listening right now, if there's some way that you can get an explanation out of Helen and get it delivered to me, I would be so fucking thankful. Even in, like, fucking 50 years, dude. If it takes that long to get the message to me, I don't care. I so badly, I just want to know what Helen was even thinking about. Like, one thing that I can assume that she was thinking about is, I don't fucking like this weirdo, and I wish he would leave me alone. But damn, I wish she could have told me. I wish she would have been able to tell me that she just didn't like me and she didn't want to continue seeing me. Because it's totally fine. But what trips me up every single time that I think about it is that it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to find the words. It really does just come back to, like, man, I wish I could have had, like, a genuine conversation and just like, I don't know, had something real to talk about with her at some point, because I don't know. I mean, texting about the book wasn't really the move, or at least what I was saying about the book wasn't the move. I was just being a weirdo. But I don't know. That's just me. I am a weirdo, so I guess maybe it was the right move. I don't know. I don't think it was about right or wrong. I think it was just about trying. And hey, I tried. That's all you can ask me to do, really. Yeah, I really don't know what to do to get her off of my mind. I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the podcast before, but sometimes I will end up just praying into the void. Excuse me, my fucking throat almost sealed up. As I mentioned, I think, oddly enough, earlier it was not in my journal, but I'm mentioning it now, and it is in my journal. I am agnostic. I can't tell if anything happens when I pray. I feel good about it, I guess. I get like a kind of like a good feeling, like, yeah, I just prayed. Good for me. But yeah, I can't tell if the praying is doing anything, but it feels better than doing nothing. So, today while I was at work, I prayed for, every time I pray, I like to just immediately, right out of the way, I get it out of the way, I say, I pray for every single person that I've ever known and will ever know, person and animals, pets in the past, just to, the very first time that I tried to pray for everyone that I know, I did, in my mind, I just started listing every single person from my past that I remembered existing. I'm sure I missed a few people, which is unfortunate. To those forgotten few, I suppose I can send this prayer out right now. I pray for all of you, and I hope that you have happy and healthy and full lives, and I hope that no unnecessary harm befalls you. I hope that you have pleasant experiences, and I hope that you sleep easy. Other than that, I pray for everyone that I can remember. Of course, when I did it first, I tried to remember every single name that I could from my past. But more specifically, today at work when I prayed, I really, really, really prayed for Helen. I prayed hoping that she has a wonderful life. Like, I really want her to have one of the most marvelous existences ever. I pray that she has all of the happiness. I hope she has no trouble finding it. I also pray that I am able to start forgetting about her. I'm not trying to be rude by saying that, or I'm not trying to be dismissive or anything like that, but I think it's just a lot easier when she is not knocking around the old noggin, Again, I'm not really sure why she's still there. If it was up to me, I wouldn't want to think about her anymore. It's definitely not the best feeling, thinking about that individual, but yeah, moving on, I guess. 5:50 p.m. Richard tells me that a certain coworker will be late. I do ask Richard if I can, Richard asks me if I can stay an hour later to help cover the shift. I say that's okay. I can stick around for a little bit longer. He takes off and I take a shit. A separate coworker tries to buzz me out to the front counter while I'm taking a shit, but I'm shitting, dude. I take another few minutes to finish up, and then I leave the bathroom. She tells me, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, man. Those last few were not great sounding. This coworker tells me that I can take off at 6. The other coworker that is late, she said that she's actually going to be later than she initially expected. So that's great. The first coworker was pointing at me and being like, hey, she's going to be later than 6. If you need to take off by 6, that's fine. And also, I don't know if I named either of these two coworkers yet, but I'm going to rename them right now. The one who is late, we're going to be calling her Gina, and we're calling the other coworker Drea. Drea, one more time for the people who didn't hear it. At 11 p.m., I totally fucking forget that I planned to watch The Conjuring, the newest Conjuring movie, and I believe it's the final Conjuring movie. Watched that with Hugo or Hurley, and also Benjamin showed up. Race home to change for the movie, as well as get my stuff packed to dog sit at my sister's place again. That's why I'm able to record at such a fucking ferocious volume right now, is because I'm dog sitting yet again on a Thursday. That's fucking badass. That means I get to raise my voice. Oh man, I almost just coughed on a bunch of spit. Oh my god, I just fucking smacked the fucking table like crazy. Holy crap, that probably sounds like dog shit. Yeah. Oh my god, where the fuck was I at in my journal? Ooh. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm rushing around my house like crazy, trying to get packed because I misread the fucking movie time. It starts at 7:45, but I accidentally misread it, and I think it starts at 7:25. I pick Hugo or Hurley up pretty damn early. We do make it out to the theater, and we just sort of wait in the parking lot for Benjamin to show up. He shows shortly after us, and we all head inside. We do find our seats for the movie, and it was actually a pretty damn good movie. Much better than I thought it was going to be, like an 8.5 out of 10. I leave and I drive Hugo or Hurley back home. And then I head to my sister's place with all of my shit crammed into my car. I do text my dad while I'm on the way over, let him know that I'm on my way. I arrive and I bring some of my shit inside. I mean, all of my shit, I guess. Father says goodbye to me, takes off, and I head downstairs, and excuse me, good lord, it almost fucking happened again. I'm sitting in like my sister's basement, and I don't know what it is, man, but holy fucking shit, I just fucking erupt into tears. I just start crying a lot, and it's like ugly crying, where I'm making all the noise like, that kind of crying, you know what I'm talking about, where it's just fucking disgusting to look at and to hear, but oh well. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why I was just so distraught. I think maybe it's just because it was a long day, and I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm about to start crying on this fucking podcast episode. So, it might be the first episode where that happens. Yeah, the feeling, I just get in my sister's basement, and it hits me like a fucking truck out of nowhere. I did feel it a bit. It was sort of tugging at me as my dad was talking to me upstairs in the living room. Sorry. But thankfully, it didn't really pop off until he left. And now I am here, getting ready to record the podcast, and I feel like I am lacking as a person, I guess, is the easiest way to say it. But this is a bit of a weird aside to throw in as I'm fucking crying, but I don't know how I never picked up on it, but Barbara from Rooster Teeth also apparently tried to fix her own ingrown toenails by herself. At a fucking girl. The realest motherfuckers all do it. I mean, if you're a little bitch baby, you'll go into the doctor and try and get your toenail fixed. Or maybe you'll soak it in some fucking Epsom salt if you're a big fucking baby, pussy boy, or girl. But, no, if you're a real motherfucker, you'll break out the realest motherfuckers will get the steak knives and they'll just start fucking chopping off chunks of skin from their fucking toes. Not me. I just go for the nail clippers. That's usually enough for me to start ripping all that fucking skin out of the way so you can get to the source. But yeah, that was about the last thing that I had in my journal. I'm really sorry about crying there for a little bit, you guys. It's just, I don't know, sometimes it gets difficult. It gets difficult to contain. But hey, at least you know I'm not fucking lying now. Well, I don't know. I guess you can't really know that from one little bout of tears on the cast. But obviously now I'm feeling fine. So it's easy to talk. While that is the case, I think it is about time to get this outro out of the way. And, of course, as you know, I don't actually do outros because I don't like them. I don't feel the need to do them, and I don't think I ever will. So the only thing that I have in the form of an outro is the weekly rating, that I'm about to give. And this was a very interesting week. I think it had some low lows and it had some high highs. All in all, probably around, I'd give it an 8. Why not? I'm living, man. I'm living. Shit's happening to me. That's an 8 out of 10 week, motherfucker. And that leads me to the final portion of this podcast. Am I really making a podcast? Or am I just jerking off?